toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Knights will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down. Flips it out to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The give to the lone running back. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Off play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They're working that left side. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Lyle. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Madden. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense, quick tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in third and short, or third and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the first down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brings into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he added the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They're setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover. Man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Quick completion on the out. Got enough space. Touchdown, Knights. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Lyle. Fires to to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Knights can really attack on this second and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Wants to throw on third. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Knights want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Setting up the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Knights trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Lyle. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Hand off from the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Knights are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Lyle. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by a field goal over LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas.
Guys, dig deep.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Red pass hits complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Jayhawks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. and that decision will be questioned for a while.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Back to pass, it's Lyle. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Kansas. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Madden. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Hand off from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Lyle. Quarterback moving. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Quick with the spin move. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. The Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Lyle. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a seam wide open, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Lyle. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Looking down the middle. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Knights. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's complete to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Going to look downfield again. He'll take a shot. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Lyle. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Madden. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now adjusting. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Lyle. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard. They got it, it's blocked. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Madden. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Knights in the hurry-up. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Lyle. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate, because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown.
Turning it on! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Knights will hustle to the line. Scanning the field, it's Lyle. Now improvising. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 10 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass on second down. Working that left side now. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off. Give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Lyle. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll try to pop the draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The Jayhawks will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. They just keep firing. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Lyle. Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Knights in a good spot here with second and short.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He's looking to throw on third and short. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wide open downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Quickly complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of...
There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking to throw, it's Lyle. Zings it complete to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Knights have this offense rolling.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, as soon as the running back got the ball, there was just absolutely nowhere for him to go. It just seemed like the D-line built a wall up front.
Yeah, and a great job. You're thinking pass right away because the draw is supposed to look like a pass first, rushing upfield, but then seeing it, reacting to it, and making sure they let that ball go nowhere. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Got him in the backfield quick.
Touchdown, UCF! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Kansas offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes a grab for a big play. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Split backs here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Silva. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas.
Hey, how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
They want to throw it. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass.
Set to kick this one away.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the fullback. He breaks a tackle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Finds his man. It's Madden. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged